Semicircle seems to be a mysterious exercise for people to play with. How do you roll your spine? What do you do with your feet? When does the carriage move? When does it not move? Here's how it goes. Set your feet a fist width apart and parallel your toes on the foot bar, your side of the foot bar, your heels down on the frame to start. And so that's your hip socket width apart and parallel. I know, Joseph Pilates did heels together, toes apart. Not a great set of forces with this in this position from your ankle to your knee to your hip, and it's not going to get the elongation against your quads or the strength in your hamstrings or gluteus maximus the way you want. So, fist width apart and parallel. Then, keep the carriage in as you set up. You don't push the carriage out. You get your pelvis up and walk yourself forward. If you're under 160, 165 centimeters, come to fists. That's 5'3" to 5'4". And then from here, you roll your spine like shoulder bridge. And you get your pelvis level with your hips and arch your upper to middle back. Lower down, it's an arch of your upper middle back. As I said, it's not hyperextension of your lumbar spine. So your natural low back curve, keep your low abdominal connection. Press the carriage out. My heels are down. Roll your pelvis and spine up, keeping your heels down. Then resist the springs in, keep your heels down until they must come up to come all the way in, hug the midline. So I roll my spine, trying to keep the carriage still. Until I arch my middle back, that's when my hip pelvis goes down. Once my pelvis is down, I can lower my heels. Dig into your heels, press the carriage out. Halfway, only until you're a 90-degree angle at your knees. Keep your heels down, roll your pelvis up, sit bones up, your natural low back curve. Resist the springs in, let your heels come up only when they need to help the springs bring the carriage in. Do it again, roll, 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 press, 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 roll up, 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 resist, back, in. Am I a straight line from knee to hip to shoulder? I don't care. I care that it's my natural low back curve. I've got a deep low abdominal connection. I'm trying to continue to rotate my pelvis and posterior tilt to be neutral to my low back. The reverse. As soon as you can, dig your heels down, keep your sit bones up. Roll through your spine to like shoulder bridge, arch your middle to upper back. Not an excessive low back curve. It's your natural low back curve. Resist in. Now you got to come up and forward at the same time. So roll your pelvis up and forward. Your heels will lift as you go forward. Reach, reach, reach. Roll, roll, roll. Resist, resist, resist. Come up and forward. Your pelvis has to lift your pelvis, not your heels lifting your pelvis. So don't pop your heels up here. Keep your heels down until they must help you forward and right on. Do you need to stretch and take a stretch forward? No, you don't. You already got the stretch. So walk yourself back on, and there's your semicircle. Some good fun stuff to play with. Reach out if you have any questions.